Virgin Media Shorts, championing undiscovered talent.
Well, creatively, I'm looking for ideas that are really original and kind of stand out and have a cinematic feel or sort of original voice, or films, sort of ideas I think are going to stand out in the landscape of films. I'm also looking for projects, for ideas that make me feel something, whether it's that they're really funny or really moving or really scary. I think it's really important to believe in the sort of what's at the heart of the story and to sort of feel convinced by it. From a practical point of view, I might also be thinking about the budget, and also whether I think, what avenues I think there are to finance that particular project, and also how it might be distributed. I like to get involved with projects, ideally as early as possible, so at idea stage or kind of treatment stage, just because I like to get involved in developing the idea and how that story shapes up. But sometimes I have got involved with projects actually after they've been funded, because they might then need a producer or another producer to work on it. That can happen. That is sometimes more difficult because to actually sort of get involved in how the story shapes up, because it's already got the money. So it's a slightly different experience. In terms of whether I do more than just financing films or producer, there's obviously, I really enjoy the kind of creative side of producing and the development process, but it's partly about shaping the story, but it's also about wearing all the different hats. That's your job as a producer, to think about the audience, to think about what a sales agent or a festival programmer might think, or to kind of communicate between all those different parties, or between writers and directors and financiers and crew and all that kind of thing. And then obviously, if you get something off the ground, you've then got to manage the entire process, the entire project, and your role might change from project to project. One film that I co-produced, got some money from Ideas Tap, which is the writer-director was under 25, so that is available for people under 25. And 5 short films I co-produced, got some money from Channel 4's Random Acts. They have been funding lots of really short films. And another short film I co-produced was very low budget. I mean, it always takes people's time and resources, but it didn't have any funding as such. And at the moment, I mean, there's not a huge amount, but there are things like Collaborate, the ranking scheme, which is brilliant. And there's Ideas Tap, which is really good. And it's worth keeping an eye out to see what the BFI and Creative England are doing, whether they're going to fund any new talent stuff. And sometimes there's competitions like Virgin Media Shorts, where if you win, then you get some money to make a short. Things are always changing, so the best thing to do is to just kind of keep your ear to the ground and to sign up to lots of newsletters and follow lots of people on Twitter so that you hear about things that come up. Well, I'm always happy to talk to people about their projects. I don't always have time to read everything because it just depends what else I'm doing. I might be really busy and it can be hard to do lots of other sort of unpaid work. It slightly depends on what I'm looking for. So at the moment I'm looking for features and comedy ideas. I'm more likely to read things by people I already have some kind of working relationship with, or I'm familiar with their work and I like it. I might even seek those projects out. So I think it's really important for filmmakers to build those relationships. So if you don't have a producer, you need to meet people. I mean, it's rather than sort of sending your script cold to lots of people, you need to kind of get yourself out there and go to film festivals and screening events and networking events. and finding people who are looking for stuff, and just getting to know them a bit first. Finding people who are at a similar level of their career as you. So they might be someone that, if you're trying to make your first short film, you might want to find a producer who's really keen to make their first short film, sort of build those relationships over time. You might find people when you're actually working. You might be working on a shoot. You might meet some people in the production team who want to be producers, like a production assistant or production coordinator who's really keen to sort of after that produce something. Or you might be working for a film festival or something else filmy and meet other people that you can like potentially collaborate with. And that does tend, I think that comes about a bit more once you actually get to know people, make friends.
Virgin Media Shorts, championing undiscovered talent.